So, Linda,
I
that
did.
was an amazing session. It
My
truly
God.
was.
I know. I still have goosebumps just thinking about it. It was
Yep.
awesome.
I got really like I'm not a big crier, but I get choked up, and that got me right. Can you say, I think you can say right here in
Oh,
my
that's
in,
funny because all right. So when I told you, it was
oh,
literally like
because
right there. Like it
normally
was
when I
a
feel it in my chest, it's like here,
no.
and I feel it was like right in this one
Yes,
spot.
that's amazing. We were feeling it in the same exact place. I I'm just dumbfounded by the whole thing. I am just amazed. I'm lost for words. Going back as you did and asking me, about the beginning, I
Well,
was
what was your original question?
I
What did you?
had no idea. I didn't. I mean, it's just like it was completely gone out of my mind. I mean, you did remind me that it was about the blockages, but I feel like looking at you going, "Excuse me, what blockages?" Right? That I feel almost indignant at the thought. I
Hmm.
know that sounds funny, but
Yeah.
it, it
No,
just
it's amazing how there is such a permanent real shift, and I am beginning to see with tapping that, because I've heard it said that these are illusions, false evidence appearing real. Like I hate that, but you know what? They're right. And so you just tap on it, and it literally doesn't exist anymore, as if it never existed.
absolutely.
It's hard to explain, and I can't, but I'm fine with it,
I want to talk to you tomorrow so I can tell you about all the miraculous things that are happening today. Because,
Yeah.
well, first of all, the way I feel,
How do
uh,
you feel?
lighter. I
Hmm.
guess that's the best way to explain it. Like, elevated. How's that for a word? That's what comes to mind. Um, like completely excited.
Yeah. Excited for life. I think that's what we're supposed to be. How do you feel about giving now? How's that changed?
Um, I'm happy to give. I think I'll give when it feels good. If it
Well,
doesn't,
you were happy to give before, but I'm just curious, has anything shifted in your attitude about giving?
well, I feel like I'm just going to give, not because it makes me feel good anymore. Or I don't feel okay. Here's what it boils down to. I think I don't feel the need to give. Before I felt like I needed to do for others.
That's interesting. Okay.
I
Interesting.
don't feel like I have to do anymore. I almost feel
Like
like
for me, it's like I have to give to earn it. Like I had to
see,
earn.
I was thinking of acceptance,
Okay.
right? That was the word that came into my mind.
Well, okay, so then let me ask you something, because I'm saying like I have to earn it, and that's a money word. And you say you had to accept it, and that's can also be a money word.
I mean, to be accepted, I have to give, right? It was almost like here I'm going back to my Catholicism, my penance. Do the good deeds, and then people will love you or
Got it.
accept you.
Okay.
That's kind of the way I guess I thought about it. Now I feel like it's my right and it's my human potential to give it forward
Mm-hmm.
and give what I have to offer.
Mm-hmm.
Because now it's just for the good of others. It's not about
It,
me.
this is why every once in a
Excuse
while
me.
I in, anybody can call themselves a visionary. It's just I'm imagining things in my head about what the future might could possibly the potentials. So I am a visionary. Oh, and imagine a world where everybody is open-heartedly giving to each other and receiving abundantly, and what would the problems be and what would the worries be? They would be
There
greatly
would be none.
reduced, obviously.
Could there
And
be any? I mean,
well, I don't
really,
I
if
don't know, but what would people be focusing on instead of the fixing the problems and the problems and fighting with each other? We would be able to be create things that
amazing.
are just
Right.
amazing, and these wonderful, we would take care of each other, take care of the planet, have amazing technology, and you
Because
know
all the
freedom
problems
to
of the
go
world.
anywhere we want. It's safe everywhere in the world. I mean, it's just
I feel
amazing.
like the problems in the world put up walls that don't allow us to see all the good. It's kind of like having a very close-knit family. In your family, you love each other, you care for each other, you respect each other, and there's nurturing going back and forth. So when you're home and you're in that cocoon of the family, there's nothing wrong in your world.
I really believe that this is what we're spiritually evolving to,
I
where
do
we
too.
are like this, you know, close knit family where I don't like every family member exactly the same way, but there's this love of like I accept them even with their faults. You know,
Right,
there's just I don't necessarily have to, but I love them and I don't want to fight with them, and you know,
right.
and the ones that I totally get along with and have a good time with, it's just we just create good
Yeah,
times and we come up with great ideas and
yeah, yeah. I
you
think
know.
that's the way life is supposed to be.
And so I think that this is, you know, doing this kind of work. And, you know, that's why it's important to me now to get work out to as many people as possible, because I think that that tapping session could affect a billion people, seriously. And
I
because
get
it
goosebumps
was
when you
really
say
powerful and it
that.
was a really incredible shift for um, not just our own ability to receive money. I mean, yes, we do need to start doing that, because we can't live in poverty anymore. We can't live in this, you know, I have to hold on to mine anymore. And we can't just keep giving of ourselves and getting depleted, because that's not working either.
Right.
So I think it's a lot bigger than just the money.
I'm guessing that we humans have blockage about money because, well, for many reasons, but one thing is it's like we've always heard it's the haves and have-nots, and it's a power source. What we humans forget is that really, is it any different than a piece of paper I might pick up, right? If I handed you a ream of paper, you'd probably accept that without any guilt, right? If I handed you a ream of $100 bills, you'd be like, oh my God, right?
Well, maybe not now.
Well, I'm not going to hand you a
So,
whole ream. I'm keeping half for me now. But no, um,
okay, that's fine
I
with me.
think
I'll take half.
yeah, really, we put so much weight into something that really is no different than you and I giving of our hearts,
You
right?
know, one of the things that I know that that's been a blockage for me is attaching what I do with the money that would come from that. So here I see like that tapping session could change a billion people, which would then therefore change the entire world and quickly. Imagine if a billion people did that one session today,
Right, right,
what the world would be like.
right.
That would be, it would completely change all of humanity in an
Okay, and
instant.
let's talk about the money. If those billion people decided to give you 50 cents, Daniel, are you worth 50 cents?
Hmm.
If they each decided to give you 50 cents for it, you'd be worth a $500 million. So put it into perspective, right? It's not about,
Well, that, you know, it's interesting because that when you begin to see the value of your work,
yeah,
hey, were you tricking me?
maybe a little bit,
When you
just a
see
little
the
bit.
value, the true value, and you know, this work is deeply important to me, and I'm willing to, you know, I was going to say willing to give up everything, but I haven't given up anything. I've given up my blockages to,
Okay,
you know, be able to do this, and I am beginning to see the value of it, the tremendous value, and um,
this video, I think we should put, we, I know nothing about technology.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Yes, you will, because I
It's like a
can't.
staff meeting. I'll do it.
The staff of two. I think you should put this video on YouTube and then put a donate button on there.
Okay. Okay.
Because if I had $1 million right now, I'd be happy to be throwing tons of it your way
You know, there's a
to the
lot of
way I feel right now.
there's a lot of free stuff on the internet, and I often do donate just a little bit because I do believe in that. And you know, who knows? Maybe that's where this is going. in the
Dang
very
it.
near future. Let me just do my thing. Give me what you can. Not exactly in a communistic sort of way or socialistic
No,
way,
but
but like, you
your
know,
vision with this video right here, with this tapping session, is so powerful. I can't even put into words. I'm struggling, and trust me, I never struggle for a word. Okay. Um, it's so powerful that your vision is to give it to everyone. Let it, that faucet you just taught me about and that hose, let it be open. Let it come
okay,
back to you.
okay. I'll put a donate button on, and
Yeah.
yeah, whatever resonates with you, and what it would do is it would actually help. So here, you and I sort of created this vision in 10 minutes of how to evolve all of humanity. So thank you.
Yeah.
You know,
With a name.
time for lunch now.
Oh,
Salad.
yeah. Salad, right?
Whew, we got that out of the way. Okay,
Don't forget
change
the apples.
humanity. Where's my checklist? Okay, done. Funny, it wasn't
Because
even
I
at the
gotta
top of
clean
the
now.
list.
Yeah, right?
You know, taking a shower took precedence over changing all of humanity. Welcome. Now I forgot where I was going with that.
I'm sorry, we have way too much fun
I'm
together.
sorry.
Okay, what
So,
were you gonna say? Ooh, we have a visitor.
oh, okay. Aw.
Hi, honey.
All right. The animals need our love. The animals need our love. You know, a friend of mine is I should promote his stuff on my site. He's an animal communicator, and
I think
he's
that's
he's
cool.
healing the relationships between animals and people. You know, seeing a little too much abuse going on
Oh, that's
lately.
horrible. I can't stand it when people even put
So
that stuff out there.
we
Cause,
need to do something to shift that.
um, okay, where were we before we got off on our tangent? I'm getting kissed. Um, put that out. I think that this will, if you change 10 people, it's a start.
Yeah,
It's a huge start.
yeah.
And I think if, I don't know how well known tapping is. I know it's been around for millions and millions of years. I get that. I just got introduced to it a few months back, and it's changed my life, hugely changed my life. Sorry, my nose itches. If people who are out there looking for tapping sessions get on this and then they tell their friends and so on and so forth, let's pray it goes viral.
Yeah. So tapping as a specific technique is actually only a few decades old, but it's based on the acupressure points, which is
Right?
from Chinese medicine, which is thousands of years old.
Right.
Now, I've been doing acupressure Chinese medicine massage for since the mid 90s, and I discovered the connection between doing acupressure and when people were talking about their problems on their table, because they just would start venting to me,
Right.
which was fine with me. I knew I couldn't fix anything. I would be just doing the massage and the acupressure points, and they'd be talking. And by the end of the session, they they would be completely transformed. Now, I had no idea how to like turn it into something like tapping, but I saw that this was happening. So when I came across tapping, I was like, "Hey, I invented that along with post-its."
I invented that with Post-its.
So, but it's very intuitive, and to me, it makes total sense. It's to me, it's actually completely logical. There's nothing voodoo about. Well, I guess everything I do is a little bit voodoo-ish, but so it just makes it. Yeah, exactly.
I'm
You
sorry.
know what? Here's the thing. I don't even care if it looks weird anymore, especially the monkey point,
I like that one.
because it works amazingly and opens you up to so many other things.
All right, so you're talking to a woman who doesn't like her picture taken at all. I'm very self-conscious and think I'm unattractive, and I'm allowing you to, and saying, I hope it goes viral. Just so you know how much I believe in this. It's huge. And honestly, if it can make someone else feel as good as I do right now, it's invaluable.
Well, you look beautiful on camera, just by the
Oh,
way.
You just say that because you love me.
No, I love you and you look beautiful on camera.
Thank
And
you.
you
You're
know,
just
you
sweet.
have your children's books, and I would love to watch you on videos, reading them. Like, who's reading children's books out loud anymore? I would love to watch you do that.
Okay, well, that's gonna entail a person-to-person session because this face right here is the most technically challenged person you know.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it. I'll take care of all that.
Yeah, I'll do it, right?
I'll do it after I clean the bathrooms.
I'll do the bathroom, okay? You do this, I'll do the bathroom.
Yeah,
Easy.
yep. Check.
Yeah,
Golf humanity check.
shower, secure humanity. Oh, bathrooms, yep, all done.
Okay, done.
We might just well kick back and relax on the deck
You know
now.
what? That's it. I'm quitting my day job. Oh wait.
You already did that. You're so funny.
All
I'm
right.
really
So
excited.
that was amazing, and I'm so grateful to you. And my heart is open, and truly, like I'm not even joking around. Oh, it's so weird. That sensation in my chest, literally just at this moment, transformed into like, you know, flowers and I don't want to sound too gay, but like flowers and the lotus petals, or I don't know what you call like a flower
Something
budding
opening though.
opening. Oh, it's just such an amazing feeling.
I'm so glad.
So I'm
I'm
gonna
so
try to
glad
keep
that
that
it was
open, and
I'm glad it was as powerful for you as it was for me.
I really needed this, Linda.
I know. I mean, oh, that sounded really, really egotistical, and I didn't mean it to be, but when we were done, I realized that that was as much for you as it was for me.
Yeah.
And
Well,
that was a little
I,
obviously a little help from our friends, huh?
I know that this is how it works. I came up with this analogy of what it means. You gotta give it away to keep it, and which is something that I heard from somebody in my program, and I never understood what that meant, and it just sounded interesting, and I really had to wrap my thinking brain around it. So if you have to give it away to keep it, what does that mean? So when we receive items, like you get a car, the way you keep it is to keep it.
Right,
You
right.
maintain it and all that, you take good care of it, but that's with material possessions. So things on this more spiritual realm, if you have to give it away to keep it, what does that mean? So this is what I came up with. It's like giving a hug. A hug doesn't work. It's not really a hug unless you give it and get it at the same time simultaneously, and it doesn't matter what your intention is.
Right, right,
A hug is a hug.
right.
We don't have a lot of attachment to it. I hug you because I care or whatever, and I get a hug back. If I just hug you, it ruins it and a little creepy.
Yeah.
So you have to give it and receive it simultaneously, but you have to give it to get it, and
It's
you
true.
have to get it to be giving it,
That makes
or
sense.
the creepiness rolls in.
Right. Unless you're hugging a dog. And that's not even true because they hug back.
Yeah, because they're kind of giving it. They're just
They do.
open-hearted,
They absolutely do. They give it
you
back
know,
tenfold.
and also like the small children. So that is the spirit that I think that we're evolving to with
It's
giving of ourselves. You got to give it away, and
I think that the interesting statement about the small children, because if we lived like dogs and small kids, what would be our issues?
yeah. Well, there's an old like Jesus thing that I learned as a child, as a young person, and yeah, even when I left the Catholic Church, I did not throw the baby out with the so-called baby out with the bathwater. I'm like, I'm gonna keep a little of the baby Jesus with me
I think
because
that's blasphemy, but go ahead. It's all
there
right.
was something he was saying. And one of the things was it was be like a child. And I was like, okay, something about that sounds right, but I can't really put my finger on it. But after, living enough life, it's like, okay, I'm beginning to see and feel what you mean by that. There's a joy they have. No matter what you do to them, they recover from being yelled at very quickly. And, they just have this true unconditional love and they just want to play and be happy. And
They got it all going on.
yeah, so look to the animals, look to the flowers, look to the children. for how to live life, you
It's true.
know?
It's true.
Yeah. All right, honey. So, have an amazing day now, and
I am.
I'm sure I'll chat with you soon. And
All right, you know where I am. I'll be
uh,
around all day. I've just got stuff to do. And
yeah,
now that we
I'm
do,
actually going to work for the rest of the day, and I'm gonna have an amazing day because my heart's open and the bathrooms are clean.
yeah. Let me know when you put this up because I think I'll share this with Roger. I think he'd be really interested to see this.
I think I can get it up now. So, ooh, that's what she said. Sorry. So, if anybody watched this to the very end, you're welcome.
I got nothing, okay? I just have nothing for that. I'm wondering whose face is redder here, yours or mine?
I had to refresh my tan. So if you did watch this video to the end, please comment and put a little wink that you know what just happened here.
That's so funny.
Okay,
All right, my love. Sweet.
okay,
Bye.
bye.
Take care.